Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Ali Moreno, Stevie Nicol, Frank LeBeuf with us as well. For the panel, who's been the biggest disappointment to their club and fans? Well, Neymar at PSG, Pogba at Manchester United, Hazard at Real Madrid, or Lukaku at Chelsea?
Wow.
Frank?
For me, I would say Hazard in Real Madrid, because it's been so many years that he's been there and nothing happened. Where I would say that Lukaku only spent a year at Chelsea. Pogba had some good years and played, which wasn't the case for Eden Hazard. And Neymar had some good times, but definitely didn't bring the best in his luggage when he came from Barcelona. But from all those players, with all the expectations that I had from all of them, I think Eden Hazard was the biggest disappointment for me.
Yeah, Hazard top?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stevie, yeah?
Aye.
Yeah. Who have we got second?
Initially, I was thinking Neymar. Well, because if you were brought in for the crazy amount of money he came in for, he was supposed to deliver the Champions League.
But we've still seen brilliance from Neymar, haven't we, in the PSG shirt? Which is certainly, we haven't seen, certainly from Lukaku.
Which is why I switched to Hazard, because, as Frank said, we haven't even seen him play.
No.
To the point to where you can turn it around and say Real Madrid went on to win Champions League without zero participation from Eden Hazard. They did not need him at all.
Frank, will Galtier be a good appointment for PSG in your opinion?
Who that?
Galtier? Oh yeah, I texted because Galtier. I texted Christophe. This is his first name. I texted Christophe to know a little bit better. He didn't make up his mind when I texted him like 2 days ago. But I love the guy. I followed him. He was one of my opponents when he was playing for Marseille, and I was playing for Toulon when we were very young, so like 30 years ago. I saw him in Lille, and he's an absolutely fantastic guy on top of being absolutely brilliant. And he has the character to hopefully hold a dressing room. He doesn't care about the player. If they don't do the job, they won't play. I believe that Paris Saint-Germain made the right choice. I hope for that.
Did he reply to your text, Frank?
Yes, of course. He said he wasn't... It wasn't done yet. He didn't say more, but he said if I need anything, because I offered him my help in Paris, he needed anything, and he said I will call you. So that's it.
What help were you going to offer, Frank?
No, just if he needs anything for himself, his wife, his kids, whatever he needs, because I live close. I live too close to Frank de France.
So giving.
And,
Not a surprise.
Of course, it's why I am.
It's a team player.
Beautiful. For all, in your opinion, what is the best individual performance in one World Cup game? Here we go.
Yeah. I think you know.
Maradona.
I think you know.
I would say Frank LeBeuf 98 World Cup.
Oh.
Yes.
No.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were doing that. I was thinking of Maradona against England.
Yes. Yes.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Zidane against Brazil. 2006. The only Brazilian on the field was Zidane. He was on the French side.
Yeah. That was better. Definitely better than 1986.
No.
Ali?
Diego Armando Maradona.
Cheated. Cheated, didn't he?
I remember
Cheated in style.
in the goal call.
Cheater.
I was obviously a little kid in Venezuela.
Yes.
Diego Armando Maradona, after he scores a big goal on the run. El monstruo del fútbol. That touched me in the heart. That touched me.
I was crying.
Yeah?
Ali, with a mix of talented young players like Valverde, Araujo, Nunez, Bentancur, and veterans such as Suarez, Cavani, and Godin, also combined with improving results over the last few months, would you consider Uruguay as dark horses for this year's World Cup?
Dark horses to win it? No, but a team that could be a very difficult out. Once and if they get out of their group, their ability to defend. They're going to fight. The biggest question that Uruguay is going to have to figure out is, what do you do with Luis Suarez? I don't think that Luis Suarez should start over Darwin Núñez. And that's a major decision to make if indeed you're keeping Luis Suarez on the bench. But the truth of the matter is, when you're looking at both players side by side, especially if Darwin Núñez gets off to a good start with Liverpool, how do you keep him on the bench? I don't think at this point in his career, Luis Suarez can give you a whole lot as a starter. May just be the guy that provides you with a goal off the bench.
Speaking of the bench, start, bench, drop. Harry Kane, Wayne Rooney, Alan Shearer.
Well, I got to go with Shearer.
Shearer?
I got to go with starting Shearer.
Yep.
You bench Rooney, and you drop Kane.
Goodbye, Harry Kane.
He gone.
To be fair, that is a fantastic question, because you're talking about three proper players.
Very much so. Frank, do you agree? Shearer, Rooney, Kane?
Well, as much as I will change my mind for Shearer because he blocked my nose twice and because he wasn't a very nice guy when he was playing, but I met him again during the Champions League final, and we talked a little bit, and he was very, very nice. I will still put Rooney for me start.
Wow.
On the bench, Shearer and Kane dropped.
Why Rooney? Why does he get the nod, Frank, aside from the broken noses?
No, because I think what I saw from Everton to Manchester United with Rooney was absolutely spectacular. That was more consistent, I would say, with Shearer, but Rooney have brought something special to the game in England with his craziness, but also with his thought about football and the way that he wanted to make it spectacular. The bicycle kick that he scored in a derby against Manchester City was absolutely fantastic for me.
What would you do if part of that question would be early days Michael Owen? If that was what Michael Owen became as a player and continue on that path, obviously injuries were an issue, but that version of Michael Owen compared to these guys?
No.
Nah. No.
No.
Those three 100% win games regularly on their own. I don't think you could say that about Michael Owen.
I'm just saying 98 Michael Owen. I'm not talking about whatever he became.
Yeah.
I'm just saying in that moment in time.
Again, I'll use the same argument.
Ali, if you may so...
Shearer, Rooney and Kane don't need anybody else on the field beside them.
Okay.
Michael Owen, I think, did as good as he was then.
Go on, Frank.
I had the chance to play against Michael Owen from 96 to 2001, and you were mentioning the 98 World Cup. It was fast. It was fast and direct, but I think it was easier to cope with him if you had to put somebody like Albert Ferrer coming from Barcelona to Chelsea. Is what we did with me covering Albert from the runs from Owen behind the defense. Easier to cope than Shearer with his physical aspect and the experience, or also Rooney. I never play against Kane, but for me, you cannot compare Shearer and Rooney to Owen.
I almost retired because of Michael Owen. Played for Sheffield Wednesday reserve.
Back problem?
Against Liverpool reserve. Yeah. And I think Owen was 16. Second half, he sat in front of me, with the ball being played up to him, and I'm like, I got this kid, no danger.
Yeah.
And then I went, where'd he go? I was like, where'd he go? And as I'm still looking for him, he's running back with his hand in the air after putting the ball in the back of the net. Wow. I was like, I was sat on the bus afterwards, and I'm thinking,
that's it.
Maybe it's time I stop.
Oh.
But you fought through it.
But then I realised it was Michael Owen.
Yes.
About 3 months later, he was scoring all kinds of goals for the first team. So.
Final question. Which relationship do you find the most interesting? Gab and Dennis Bergkamp, Robbo and Thierry Henry, or Craig with Seb and Herc? Right. You wouldn't have seen yesterday, but interesting enough, Robbo, Frank, was asked to rank in order Dennis Bergkamp, Ian Wright and Thierry Henry, he had Henry third. He had Bergkamp first, Ian Wright second, because he didn't like Henry's character in the final seasons at Arsenal.
Well, he's wrong. Yeah, for me, I can't even understand. I mean, I love Ian Wright. I played against Ian Wright, but I played many times, and with Thierry Henry, the guy was spectacular. So you cannot put Thierry Henry in the third spot. Never. Impossible. So you're wrong, my man.
Meanwhile, Gab revealed this week also that he has a dislike for Dennis Bergkamp and the way that he played.
Hold on a second, can I interrupt you there? Do you remember Robbo, the last time he was on, said to me about being biased?
Yes, yes, Stevie, that went viral.
Has that got bias written all over it from Robbo?
Yes, yeah.
Ian Wright ahead of Thierry Henry.
Right.
Right, he was fantastic, but he wasn't Thierry Henry.
Yes. We do remember Robbo being angry at you. That was Champions League final. That was very entertaining. Frank was standing next to us.
Yes. I'm over here at the stadium. Yeah. I saw the game live.
Oh, yeah, that was your Liverpool blinkers, wasn't it? So going back to Dennis Bergkamp, Gab doesn't like the way that he conducted himself on the pitch, Frank.
And he's right. I mean, I played against Bergkamp, and I said the last show that I said that I had some problems, saying in the newspaper that Dennis Bergkamp was dirty. What I meant, because I was stupid at the time, is that he knew how to get dirty and to get rid of the opponent. He could stamp on your feet, or he could kick, elbow you on your stomach. He knew. He was a tough guy. He wasn't only a technical, sweet guy, like you could imagine, but he was only fair. For me, he was a spectacular player. If Arsenal won everything that they won with him and under Arsene Wenger, they have to thank Dennis Bergkamp. So I won't agree with Bergkamp the way Gab tried to define him. I just only agree with the fact that he knew how to get dirty.
Bergkamp was brilliant, but he's one of those players that you hate because he doesn't kick in, he doesn't look at you and kick you.
Right.
He's one of those guys that would clip Frank in the ankles as he's running past him and give it all that. Oh, sorry, I didn't know, no, it was an accident.
Yeah,
he knew exactly.
He did it all the time. I saw him doing it a million times. Just kicking, just clipping people's heels, tripping them up. Just cowardly stuff.
Okay.
So I know exactly.
Did you ever call him out for it?
No, I only played against him a couple of times. I'm talking generally, not the couple of times I played against him because I was too busy doing my own job.
Yeah.
But watching the games,
you could see it.
Oh, I could see it every time.
In terms of the question, is it the relationship between Craig and Seb and Herc, or could we make it just a relationship between Seb and Herc?
I think Seb and Herc are one entity in this question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, you could add a lot of other names to Seb and Herc.
Yes. We could be.
It's a ... situation.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough characters on Twitter for that. That is it. We'll be back tomorrow for more. Thank you very much to Frank, Ali, and Stevie. I think Craig's back tomorrow, isn't he? Are you off? You here tomorrow, Stevie?
No.
Oh, there you go.
I am not.
And so Craig and Shaka in the studio, I imagine.
Hey.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.